There is a couple of people from the Wrestling Purist podcast who made a Discord. And in this Discord, their whole purpose was to create a community of friends, of fans from all different walks of life and all different fans of wrestling, from WWE, New Japan, AEW, whatever you call it, right? And they just wanted a community where people can just talk, enjoy, have a conversation, and whatever, right? And in this same conversation, they would have, they would have VC chats, and they would play Among Us, they would play video games, just a regular community. And in the same token, they would have watch along and stuff like that. And then at times, they would all go online and they would just literally just shoot the shit. Just shoot the shit, have a conversation with us, and give us some scoops, give us some backstage information, and that was it. And they told us from the very get-go, they were like, yo, we're doing this because we like you guys. You guys boosted us, like you made us like be this larger-than-life characters, and we want to just, create a community that we can just make it wholesome, make it amazing. Cool. And they said, hey, I'm giving y'all shit that I'm not supposed to give out, but just for us to keep it niche, to keep it like within us, don't aggregate, don't put it on Twitter, don't let it go amok.
Right. That's just polite. That's just
here's what happened. What happened was there's a user by the name of Air Gold on Twitter who was starting to leak the information on the podcast. On the Self-Made Discord. And it got to a whole big thing. He made a space about it because everybody was getting on his ass saying, why are you, like, because people who don't follow Air Gold and people who, like, don't know about him, his post was like, sources say such and such was happening. Well, one of the leaks was that Britt Baker cheated on Adam Cole, and he alleged to that, and it went viral, and it got to the point where they made a space. He talked about it. Sean Ross Rapp got into it. He got on his ass. Ibou came in. He got on his ass. A whole bunch of people came after him. The whole scenario went down. Well, now Britt Baker came out and said, hey, yo, I never cheated. None of that shit happened. I contacted Ibou and told him what went down. Ibou tweeted, said, hey, she apologized. Wait, let me word this correctly. She had a conversation with me. She said, hey, I didn't mean to send trolls your way. I apologize if any trolls came your way, but I'm just trying to protect my name, protect what's going on. I'm trying to keep my stuff private. He said, okay, cool. That was it. People took that and said, wait, Britt Baker apologized to Ibou? She responded and said, I did not apologize to him. And now they ran with that and said, oh, shit, Ibou's lying, fuck all them, da, 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 da. And then this whole thing came out of saying, why the fuck is Ibou out here spreading rumors, spreading all this information? Why is he telling backstage information? Why is he doing this? And to me, even Ricochet came out and called him a mark and said, this is why people hate the type of shit. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep it a buck. That's what we fucking love. I'm sorry. Do y'all forget back in the WWE Network days when they had the round tables?
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest set for one fall.
It's go time.
The Legends round tables, and they would talk shop and literally tell us what would happen. The Montreal Screwjob. What happened at WrestleMania when they have all the backstage documentaries. I'm sorry. We like that shit. We like to know that shit.
I think when it comes to a sport like professional wrestling, we all have to know and understand it has a history of personal information coming to light. And I think if you're going to get into this business, you have to understand that is possibly inevitable. And if it happens, you have to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not true. I mean, if it's not true, I get it. But, try to make it into something that will help the cause for the long haul. I mean, so it's like that could work in her favor if she were to do it right. But, what can you do other than that?
I think you said it best. I think if she did it right, but the way she did it is not only have we not heard about what the fuck is happening with her, we don't know what the fuck is happening. And it's not for her to tell us, hey, this is what happened, guys. No. Oh, but this rumor is what got her out of the fucking hiding. And
It really did.
Oh, no. Oh,
Facts.
I'm not in AEW. Oh, you haven't seen me wrestling. But I didn't cheat it, guys. and forgive me for what I'm about to say, but I said the same thing to John Cena and her
Nikki Bella.
Nikki Bella. If you're announcing this, and I know publicly you guys are doing, I'm shitting you guys. I'm talking shit. I mean, I'll talk shit about John Cena proposing and then not marrying Nikki.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They used that angle on
Yeah.
John Cena too.
Exactly,
Remember
yeah.
Roman Reigns
Beautiful,
when he said it wasn't good enough for Nikki Bella. It's like, damn. When
So-
you use
so-
personal
yeah,
shit and
so-
blur the lines, it's what makes
Exactly.
wrestling better. Yep.
So for you to tweet and say that, oh, you don't have a right to my privacy, that's bullshit. And I will say that to anybody. I'll say that to anybody who has a couple in wrestling or in public. All right, I have a right to know what the fuck is happening. All right, because I given time, I given you my money, shit. And I'm now over here saying, well, you know, if cheated or not, hey, that's your person. If he cheated or not, that's I'm not even slut shaming here. I'm just saying you should have came out before this shit went down. Or again, this shouldn't be the thing that came out out of you from hiding. It shouldn't have been. And if it is, you shouldn't be like, hey, did this thing happen? Or hey, you know, the rumors are not true. No, you came out defensive as fuck. I just to me it's wrong. The way
She didn't even really need to say anything at that. She could just leave it alone.
Also,
Compared to now.
why'd you go after Ibou and you didn't go after Conan? Conan was the one who went on a podcast and said that, oh, I believe that they broke up. He said that 2 months ago before Ibou even said anything.
They probably missed her radar.
Not only that, this whole thing would have been just fixed if she tweeted, hey, we split up for differences. Me and Adam Cole not good, but we're still friends. Mm-hmm. That would have shut anything up.
That would have. She should have done that the same time Adam announced his.
Yeah.
My boy, if I'm Tony Khan, I'm saying, yo, guys, we turning this into a storyline. Fuck that shit. Adam Cole, Britt, I'm sorry. We're going to have to make this shit work. Make it work on stage.
Yeah, make it work on stage.
Make the fans go crazy. Do whatever it takes. That's my mentality.
Yeah.
Do whatever it takes.
And see, my issue is not even about Britt Baker. My issue is just the fact that, like, everybody is doing this holier than thou shit on Twitter, being like, oh, you know, he shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have spread. Bitch, who gives a fuck?
Everybody, look at fucking the Kardashian. We live in a society that we do that.
On God.
We
Like, you
fucking
guys-
we watch reality shows for the
On
fucking
God.
drama. Don't fucking sit here and be offended because someone got affected by it. If you're in public life and you're making more than the average Joe or me, that I want the 7 to 5, that I make minimum wage, and you're in public and you're making more than everybody else, you're gonna get criticized. Your life is gonna be in the public. And like you say, Jay, when you go into this wrestling business, what are you supposed to do? Acknowledge this, right?
Make it work.
But you know who turned that into a beautiful moment? Kurt Angle. It was trending this past week per Angle. Everybody was trending per Angle.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
And he was affected by it. I'm pretty sure he was offended because he dealt with a lot of addictions during his career. But instead of coming out and bitching about it and saying, I think it's very childish, I think it's very immature for fans to, you know, say this term per angle because I don't even understand it. No, he didn't do any of that. You know what he did? He came out, he acknowledged that, and he said, and I kind of want to thank them because that is the one thing that motivates me to do better. That is the one thing that helps me stay away from those things. And what did people do? Instead of people took that and realized that it was something bad, but at the same time help him out. Again, he turned a situation to a real life situation. Now people retire that name. The power you
They're
have.
calling him Peak Angle now.
Yeah. The power you have to convert to something when you come out and just be open. Because again, whether you like it or not, you're in the public.
And I think they forget about that. I regardless of what it is, like, you know, we talk about different things, but the moment that this fandom, this is what this is. This is a fandom,
Bro.
This is the fans.
That's why I really wish the whole CM Punk and Lee thing turned into an actual angle, because I would still have been if it happened, it would have been the greatest thing AEW had ever done.
Yes.
Well,
On
that
God.
would've been a
There's just
great-
some
If it were
things.
to happen.
There's just some things that you got to take in because again, this is acting. This is soap opera
Exactly.
taken to a whole
That's
different
what I'm
level.
saying.
And at the end of the day, yes, I know you whatever happens is your business. And I get that it's your business. You don't want to leave it in the limelight. But I'm sorry, this business is this business, and that's how it is. It's cutthroat, my
It
G.
is cutthroat.
it is
And if
cutthroat.
you can handle some fucking people on Twitter, then get out of the
Just
kitchen.
like
and
the
that's,
internet.
and that's not saying that we as fans don't need to be checked. Of course, we got to be checked. Like if somebody's being fucking stupid, check that motherfucker online. Check that bitch online.
Mainly if it's, I would say, threatening.
Yeah.
Threatening to do harm to you, your family, etc. But if they're just
That's
talking shit, I mean,
crossing
that's
the
just
line.
it's just what comes with the
no,
territory.
I mean, look at the respect we have for Rey Mysterio's not only wife, but Dominic wife.
Yeah.
We don't ever say shit about his wife. We say shit about this whole. So probably that's how we like, man, how do you feel his wife feels about this whole thing? But we never. I don't even think there's I mean, there might be pictures, but we don't
Yeah, but it's
sit
on a-
here
on a
and look
yeah.
for pictures about them because we respect that. Again, yeah, there's limit to this, but if check somebody if they're doing something bad. But at the same time, this whole shit is drama, and we love drama.
Yeah, so don't. So again, don't
Yeah,
don't
we do.
sit here on Twitter saying, "Oh, we don't." Why are we spreading rumor? Dog, this business was based on rumors since the very get go. Since Madison Square Garden, with everything, with all the people taking photos and the backstage shit, and everything was going down.
Hey, they're messing the shit out of this leaving. I mean, come
That's
on.
what I'm saying.
yeah,
like
you
you guys like to pick and choose. I don't want to play the race card, but I will, motherfuckers, because y'all going after Ibou and not going after all the other white people who do all this shit.
People love drama. That football player, that young football player, I forget his name. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, you
He's
mean the
young.
one with the porn star situation?
Yeah, his girl.
yeah,
His girl.
yeah,
Like, bro,
yeah,
like it's drama. People take it something personal.
He
It
is
just
good
bring
for
it to
business. In this case with Britt, like I already said it earlier, she probably could have DM'd Ibou, probably said like, "Hey man, let's not try and spread this stuff. I don't want to send, like you said, don't want to send those harassment people
Man.
after you." You probably could have done that quietly,
Bro.
and then made that announcement. But
If I'm Tony Khan, I'm calling Britt Baker up. Listen, Britt, I know you've been out of action for a while, whatever. With that shit that's going on, I want you to turn this into an angle. I'm gonna give you somebody to work with, and they're gonna bring it up, You feed into it, or somehow bring it up. You will get a reaction out of the fans on that.
So would it
and that
be,
will keep her. What's the key word with
relevant?
wrestlers? Thank you.
Relevant.
so it wouldn't be word.
No,
though,
I
you
know,
would use
and
for
not
that
only would be
situation.
the smart choice, because let me tell
you
you
use
something.
Wardlow?
Let me tell you something, Brett. Let me tell you something, and I want you to get offended. You're not good, and you're not really really good to go to WWE. This is the only shit you have right now. Make it work or get the fuck out of the kitchen.
They do want her though.
They
They
do
do want
want
her.
her
That's
over
They
there,
do
cold.
bro.
want her.
You don't think Britt's
Yeah, they
good?
want her. They want her over there.
Shit. Listen, they can want you all you want. You're not gonna make it. Look.
Don't say it.
Don't
Don't
say
you
it.
dare
Don't
say
say
it.
it.
You know who I'm talking about.
Don't you dare say it.
Make it.
Regardless, as a community, as a fandom, because that's what the fuck we are. We're just regular fucking fans and the fans. Yes, you can use marks. You can use smarks. Hey, at this point of the game,
Sickos.
you can use sicko. You can use whatever fucking adjective you want to use it. But at the end of the day, we know it's fake. We know it's scripted. Whatever words you want to use, we know that this shit ain't real. But it's still real to us. And at the end of the day, we invest not only in the character, but as a person. If you vote for Trump, we want to know that shit. If you voted for this, we want to know that shit. We
There's-
want to know if we rock with you or not. We do the same shit
Listen,
with the actors.
there's
For the record,
only a-
I don't want to know who you voted for.
He might not, but I do.
There's only a couple of things you do not do in this industry because they will never forgive you for it. One is kill someone, and number two is be a racist.
On God.
Like
Hulk
blatant.
Hogan?
Tessa Blanchard.
Oh, yeah.
On God.
Wait, isn't she back?
Yes.
Wrestling?
Yeah, that's a
yes.
different conversation.
And the fans chanted,
You are she's a
She's a
racist.
racist. When have you ever heard them chant that shit? Right?
Oh,
so those
God.
are like the only two things you do not do. But anything else that's personal, beef that you got with people, backstage,
Fights,
balls that you
whatever.
got, yo, bring that to the table. Family problems,
Yeah.
nigga, bring that to the table.
And I get it. As wrestlers, you want to keep that shit kayfabe. You want to get, but the whole point of it is that's why we have this podcast called Breaking Kayfabe. Because guess what? We want to know what the shit goes down. Why do you think there's tabloids? Why do you think we said it before? Why do you think Messler made a fucking career out of this? Sean Ross Rap is charging people $5 for information. Why? Because people eat this shit up. I'm sorry. That's how it's always been, homie.
I know
That's
if I
the
was a
game.
wrestler, I would be making bank with. I would be exposing my dirty laundry to like wrestlers I'm doing work with. Like, I want you to use this. On
That's
to-
what TMZ
to get,
is.
yeah,
Wait,
to get a
like,
reaction.
will you have limits though?
No, not really, because I
There
know
has
it's
to be
all
limits.
entertainment. I know what the purpose is for. Like, people just have to understand, bro. Like, this is for really making a spectacle. That's the whole part of the wrestling business in terms of like the entertainment aspect, not just pure wrestling, right? That's what we love. The personal shit that comes in. That's what makes it even better. That's what makes it amazing. Is the beef that you have, the personal qualms. That's why Kenny Omega and
Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay is so damn good. Not just because they can wrestle, but the history, the personal shit that they got going on. Just chef's kiss, my nigga. Chef's kiss. The personal shit. I'm burning your house down, swerving Hangman Adam Page.
Very iconic.
Hangman beating Kenny Omega for the AEW championship, the history that they had, the personal beef, they were former tag team champions, best friends, all that shit. Bring that shit to the table because we hungry. We hungry.
And regardless if it's real or not, work the angle. Like, fuck it, bro. And who cares if we know? My other issue is if they tell you to not aggregate, don't aggregate shit. Stop telling, like, if somebody's telling you something and it's low key, don't aggregate that shit. Just keep it to yourself.
Bro, on God.
What about for Ibou right now?
Look at Lee
Like,
Moriarty.
For Ibou, I do know a couple of his people deactivated their Twitter, and I know he went private. I don't know what's gonna happen to the Discord. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think a lot of lessons were learned for that group of adults. I mean, a group of boys. I mean, I don't know what it is. It sucks that you had people in there leaking shit because
it started with good intentions, which is like it was supposed to be, like you said, just a place where we can have that niche conversation.
Yeah,
And we can
it's just
be
talk. It's
enticed
just
into that
it's
stuff.
shop and talk. We're just having a conversation. We were
Yeah.
talking in the chat. That was it.
Yeah, it was a really good shop and talks sessions. But then you had that one. That's what frustrates. There's always that one asshole
who fucks it up?
who fucks it up, and they know they fucked it up.
Don't be that asshole and let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments below. This is Breaking Kayfabe.